Hey everybody, Kelly here, your Ninja Real Estate Agent and Jedi Marketing Master, coming to you with a really great concept that's working good for me and those that I've shared it with. And I want to share with you a really simple way to generate buyer leads and then use your Gmail and a product called Loom and Lead Owl. So there's a lot of layers to this cake, but flow with me because when you see what I do, it'll be interesting. Now, understand, a good portion of you that are watching me have really good CRMs like what we get at eXp Realty, like KV Core. So you can duplicate some of these things, but some of what I do you can't unless you spend a lot of money. So for me, it's all about doing a great job, having high converting messages, and using products that can get it done timely, cost effective, and just deliver a good message to the right client. So having said that, if you haven't yet, make sure to hit subscribe and hit the bell, be notified when I put these videos out, and let's get into this strategy. So what I want to do is talk to you about using your Gmail, if you have one, to get a message out to buyers that you generate from Facebook. So what you see right here is an email that I generate literally on demand whenever I have a buyer lead. And I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but basically it says, are you ready to leave renting behind? If you'll notice, there's a little fire here on the subject. You want to have a good subject line or they won't open it, something that will provoke them to open it. Are you ready to leave renting behind? In Lake County, there are many programs you might be aware of, blah, 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 blah. Some of these even have 0% down payment. Guys, that's USDA or VA. And then what I do is I embed a little bit. Do you notice how I'm kind of moving right there? It's kind of like Bomb Bomb. This is a company called Loom, LOOM.com. You need to check them out. Once I drop the URL in the Gmail, it populates this right here. And I'll show you how that works in a minute. And then all they have to do is click it and see a video on a new way to buy. And then I finish up with my information and a phone number, and it's all good. So how do I do that? Before I show you how to do the email, I'm going to show you an ad I'm running right now in Facebook. And it's this is the second ad. The first ad that I ran generated about 9 leads, but the lead per cost was a little high. So I dumped that ad and came up with this ad. Now I've generated 3 leads since yesterday at a cost of $3.74 per lead. That's pretty good. I want to get it to be under $2, but that's pretty good. Now let me see if I can show you what this ad looks like. So let's look at the ad right here. This is what I'm sending out. All right, so here's what the ad looks like. And well, goodness gracious. Didn't mean for that to happen, guys. Sorry about that. So here's what the ad looks like. I created this on Canva. Okay, so list of 0 down homes, click learn more, blah, blah, blah. So the copy for the ad, the days that require 10 to 20% down payment are over. Matter of fact, if you're watching this, you might want to pause this and just copy this or put this on a Word doc because it's really good converting copy. The days that require 10 to 20% down payment are over. You can purchase a home today with as little as 3% down, in some cases with 0 down. With the new 0+ home buyers program, you'll be able to keep more money in your pocket and increase your family. Potential 0 down, up to 6,000 words. Guys, the 6,000 words closing costs are where I negotiate on the buyer's behalf to get a portion to all of their closing costs paid. And that's a whole nother thing. But this is another layer of offers to provoke them to want to move forward. Credit score, minimum 620 for the 0 down. I can go to 580 on a FHA for 3%. So act now, blah, blah, blah. And there is a form, if they click that walks them through a whole scenario. It's really cool. But what I'm doing is I'm actually driving them to this buyer ad. So let's look and see what this looks like. Here's the form that they are going to. So when they click that ad, and if I'm going too fast for you, please forgive me. Just understand, the Facebook ad is designed to bring them to a Facebook ad lead form, which will automatically, once they click it, capture their phone number, their email, and their name, whatever's registered on Facebook. I don't have to have them put that information in, which is psychologically less threatening to them. But basically, here's the form: 0 down options, get my list of Lake County 0 homes, see how you can save up to $6,000. And then they're going to answer a couple questions. Do you own or rent? What is your time frame? Are you working with a lender? Those are the questions. So guys, what happens once they fill this out? Hold on a second. Yeah, we're good. Once they fill that out, I automatically get the lead. Now, there are a couple ways that you can get the lead to come to you. Once that lead's generated, if you don't have something that will come in and capture that lead from Facebook, you've got to go into Facebook every day and download the leads that show up. I don't want to do that. So you can use a company called Zapier. It's very tech savvy, so you're going to need to know what you're doing. Or you can use a company called Lead Owl. So leadowl.com, check them out. There's a free sign up, and then I think it's like 20 or 25 bucks a month. But Lead Owl, once I create an ad in Facebook, Lead Owl, just by me going in and hitting integrations, will let me find the form automatically because I've linked Lead Owl to Facebook, and it will find the form that I just created, and it will integrate that form into its dashboard. So anytime a potential prospective client clicks through the lead form, Lead Owl will get their information, and I will get, what's really cool is I will get a text message on my phone, and it'll say something like this, cha-ching, kind of like a cash register. Anytime I hear my phone say cha-ching from now on, there's a lead there. There's a commission check waiting on me. So here's an example. Now, and by the way, I've been running this for about a week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 leads so far. Right here is where I dumped the old ad. From this gentleman all the way to there is where the ads were costing me too much. So I adjusted the ad. You got to play around with these ads. You got to A/B test them. And I dropped my cost by over 72%. So when you get a lead ad, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have their name. It's going to have all their information. But right here, what is your time frame to buy? 1 to 3 months. Ooh. Do you own or rent? Are you working with? I have everything I need to have right now to reach out to this person. So guys, again, let me close that. I'm using Facebook on these ads to do a Facebook lead page ad. There's the content right there. And again, pause it right now. Copy that content. Go and create your Facebook lead ad. And then use create a new form and ask some questions on that form. And then once that's done, link it to a company called Lead Owl. And then you're going to get a lead. Now, what do you do when you get a lead? I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab her email address. I'm going to call her. I'm going to text her, but I'm also going to grab her email address. I'm going to come over here to my Gmail. Okay. I'm going to hit the word. Now watch, this is where you want to pay attention. I'm going to hit compose. I'm going to come down here to the, let me make this a little bigger. There we go. Once I hit compose, it brings up a Gmail. I'm going to go ahead and click templates, and I'm going to look for that right there. There it is right there. Now, what I'm going to do is let me just show you in real time how this is going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and grab her email address. I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to put it on here. Boom. Guys, that's it. I didn't have to go and create the content. I've already created the video in Loom. Oh, and by the way, before I send, I'm going to send this right now, but that's it. I grab her name, I put the email together, and there you go. It's done. And if you don't know how to use Gmail canned email, just go to YouTube and do Gmail canned email. There's a 2-minute video that by the time you watch it, you'll know how to do that. And by the way, look at all of my templates. I have all of these are canned emails I've created. You see that? It's amazing what you can do with this. So once I have her name and all her information, I'm going to hit send, and it's gone. All right? So how did I come up with this video right here? Because video is powerful. So when you run that lead and you get a lead and you go to your Lead Owl or whatever you use to warehouse the leads and you pull that information, you got to send something that just makes sense. Here it is right there. So I use a company called Loom. And let me show you my personal library. These are all of the videos that I've created over time, right? And then all I have to do to create a video is I have a tab up here, right? And I can't do it right now because I'm actually doing this video in Loom. But once I click it, it lets me go ahead and start recording. And then when I'm done, I'm going to be able to open up a video or a recording that I did. There it is right there. It's going to allow me to send it as a link. I can also put in a call to action. So at the end of the video, there'll be a little link that says call to action, and it'll say something like, contact Kelly now. And I can send them to whatever website I want, my calendar, a squeeze page. I mean, it doesn't matter. I can send them anywhere I want, but that gives me that ability. But once I'm done, I'm going to copy the link. I'm going to go back to my Gmail. And when I put that link into a Gmail, there it is. Did y'all see that? And look, it's got me moving. I'm moving right there, right? And then you can put whatever content you want. So again, let me break this down for you guys. If you have the ability to use Gmail and you get into figuring out how to use canned emails so that you don't have to copy paste, you just create an email for a buyer, for a FSBO, for an expired, for whatever, use that canned email. Then you go and you create yourself a really killer Facebook ad, a lead page ad. Guys, I'm doing it right now for $2 to $3 a click. I've generated 15 leads in about 5 days, okay? Once you have that lead, you got to send the lead somewhere. It can't just sit in Facebook. So I use a company called Lead Owl, and guys, you can go find them on your own. Do the free trial, and then do whatever you want with it. Or if you're Zapier conscious, you can use Zapier to do the same thing. But at the end of the day, you've got to be able to warehouse those leads. And so what I do is I go and grab the lead from Lead Owl. I'll put it into my KV Core as a drip. But I'll take the first email and I'll come right over here. I'll compose. I will go ahead and pick up the canned Gmail, populates it, put their email in, and it's gone. Do y'all see how easy? Guys, that's as close to a business in a box as there is. So again, guys, if you're looking to convert buyers, first of all, you got to have buyers. And then what do you do once you have the buyer? You've got to be able to have a system in play to coordinate. Now, guys, those 14 ads sitting in Lead Out right now, I'm going to be emailing them probably every 5 days. I'll be texting, calling until I either get a lead me to freak alone, I'm interested, or I'm interested, but it's going to be a time frame, whatever. I'm going to be communicating with those leads on demand. Why not do it in a way that's easier for you? Make sense? All right, guys, again, I appreciate you. This was a ninja strategy, a ninja tactic for you to be able to start generating buyer leads, and then what to do once you have it. High converting emails that are done automatically with the push of a button, and then what to do or where to send those leads so that you can reach out to them. There's so much more we could talk about today, but I wanted to stay as generic as possible, but yet give you relevant information. Let me know what you think about the strategy, if you think you're going to use it, and look for me on the next video. I will see you on the next video. Guys, don't forget, hit subscribe. And if you want to contact me or you have any questions, comment below. I appreciate every one of you. This is your ninja, and I'm gone.